Alright, what you see here is a Boston Harbor Hugger ceiling fan. It's in the polished brass finish and it's from February of 2020. Got this at Aubergine Hardware for about $40. They sell these in white, brushed nickel, polished brass, and oil rub bronze. These are basically the exact same thing as the Hampton Bay Wilton from the late 90s that was made by Aircool that had the non-integrated white kit. The only difference is that the white pull chain is on the switch housing and not on the white kit itself, and that the blades have different tips at the end. These are smooth square tipped and the other one had smooth rounded tipped ones. Aside from that, the fan's basically the same exact thing. The build quality is exactly the same, despite it being 20-something year difference. But yeah, I got this because I really like brass looking Littletons, and since this one was pretty cheap and I could tell it was made by Aircool right off the bat, I figured I'd get it. But yeah, the pull chains are made out of wood. The blade finish you see right now is the walnut side. I had already showed it with the oak. Just now getting around to doing the walnut side due to some delay. But test videos are now finally gonna be back to the normal schedule, hopefully. So yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the white. I thought I wouldn't like it too much with the walnut side, but I actually like it a lot more than I thought it would. But yeah, and there's the light test. Gives off a good amount of light for it just being a 60 watt. But yeah, let's go ahead and start off on no. I'm only using 2 screws to hold the motor up for the mounting bracket, as I'm just trying to get the test video of it done quickly. So any excess noise it makes it will be because of that. And that one, I'm missing a few of the screws for the motor housing to hold it in place. I don't know where I put them since I tested it last time, so yeah. And one of the blade arms seems to have gotten a little bit out of alignment since I've had the blade sitting like this for a few months now, so it will be a bit more wobbly than it was before. But the fan itself still runs fine. But it's moving a good breeze on the low speed. It's quiet, except for a little bit of vibration due to it missing a few of the screws for mounting. Like, it's not going anywhere, it's just I'm missing 2 screws, one on each side for the housing and then one on each side for the mounting hardware, but it has 4 screws altogether for the mounting. You notice it has a lot of the foamy insulation stuff, so that's the other reason why I figured I'd just do it with 1 screw each side just to have it hung up for the video, because I know it wouldn't be that noisy. So yeah. Yeah, I know there's a lot of people wondering where the test videos went, or if I stopped collecting, if I stopped doing videos for testing. That's not the case. It just schedule has become a lot busier, so you know, every day I said I was going to, I ended up being too tired to. So it's just a lot of procrastination, if anything. There's a little screwdriver that fell out of my pocket. Don't mind that. Definitely would like to get these in the other finishes because I do like them a lot. Interestingly enough, the brushed nickel one and the oiled or bronze one does not come with Schoolhouse Glow, but actually comes with a mushroom glow. Not sure why, just because of the finish at the globe is different, but maybe just because it make it look less dated looking, but having a more updated look to the globe. That's just my guess. But yeah. All right, now for medium. Yeah, I did a video of it with the oak blades back in like late August, and now we're already in the fall, so it's been about like a month or so since I tested it. First, I was thinking it was a few months, but it was a few months ago that I got it and such. Whereas it was only a month ago that I tested it, but by the time you're seeing this, it might be a little bit later because I'm trying to get more stuff filmed before I make this public. That way, that was the issue. I made that one public, and I was planning to test this again with the Walnut side right away, but that didn't happen, so there was a big gap in between. And usually I always have pre-recorded stuff, but because I haven't recorded stuff for quite some time since I've tested this one, and just throughout this year, I haven't tested as much, just because I've been busy doing a lot of stuff, moving stuff between the storage units, working 2 jobs now, and all that. So I definitely don't see it going back to how it used to be, where every single week there'd be a test video. But so it might kind of be like spread out periodically, like some other collectors do it. But yeah, it was fun while it lasted, having almost 4-ish years worth of test videos on a weekly basis, except for like when I went to the DR and such, and if I went away for vacation or some other place. But I'll try to get it back to how it was before, but there's still plenty of stuff I need to test anyways. But I can reassure you guys, the channel is not coming to an end in terms of fan testing down here. It will still be a thing. Maybe not as frequent like it used to be within the past year, but I'll try to get it as much as I can. It's just a matter of having the energy and the spare time to do it, and also doing it later at night, because that's usually when I always do it. There's less noise outside at this point. So there's been a ton of road work going on at night sometimes too, so that's kind of the other reason why there's been some delay. Especially for a lot of tourists that have been around for a while, so that's kind of, usually I have stuff pre-recorded during the tourist season in this area, but I did not, so that's what really pushed the gap in between as well. Because even at nighttime, usually when it's quiet, with the tourists being around, there would be too much noise. All right, now to move it up to the high speed. But there are many fans I've been meaning to test, and since there's been quite a bit of a gap, I've been using the time to get the parts for those specific fans I've been meaning to test for a while located. So at the Carriage House 2, the Glendale, the Rockport is already on the list. That one's actually going to be one of the next ones I test, hopefully, and some other ones. But there's a lot of stuff that I've just been needing to find all the parts to get them together to test. Like ones I've been meaning to test for the past few years now. But yeah, back to this fan. It definitely moves a good breeze on high speed. It's definitely wobbling a lot more than it did before, but that's because one of the blade arms is a bit I think it's because one of the blade arms I had it on the dining room table. I think one of them fell, and that's why it's a bit bent now. But I'm not worried about it. It's just for the collection. I'm thinking it might be a good idea to get one of these to swap out that antique brass armitage at my school that I work at. I was thinking of putting a Walnut one, but I feel like in terms of appearance, if they want one that doesn't blend in so much, maybe one of these will be better. But that fan does have noisy bearings, and at least they'd have something that's quieter, but they don't really use the fan really anyway, so it's just more so if I get the okay from the principal to do it, but I'm not gonna push that because I do not want to weird them out about it. If I know that they're gonna swap it, then I'll inquire about it. Yeah, yeah. These are cool hugger fans. Like these are definitely good performers. I definitely recommend them especially for the price point. And if you just need something that does the job, it's quiet. It's not humming, making any annoying hugger sound that huggers sometimes will make. It's definitely a good fan for what it is. Does the job. It's not extremely flimsy, and it's quiet. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I have planned for testing, so definitely stay tuned for it. I'm going to try to test more of the exciting ones I know people want to see first, just to make up for the lack of content throughout this year of testing. Alright, now spin down and then I'll show it on reverse. It's funny, because now that I think about it, it's not often you really see polished brass fans with walnut blades. You usually see that more with the antique brass fans. Whereas polished brass, you tend to see them more with rosewood, not walnut. I actually like the combo a lot better than I thought I would. Alright, now to show it on reverse. Alright, now for medium. Alright, now for high. Does a good job on reverse as well. I know I still need to get a few more fans for my aunt's house. A few for the upstairs bedrooms and such. I'm thinking maybe I might do these because they're not too powerful. They're good for low profile ceilings and they're quiet and they'll do the job. Alright, and that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed and stay tuned for more videos to come.